Tu velocidad me tiene viva, yo no sé ni cómo parar. Yeah. Una adrenalina adictiva, abróchate que no le vamos a bajar. No le vamos a bajar, no le vamos a bajar, no le vamos a bajar, no le vamos a bajar. Tu velocidad me tiene viva, no sé ni cómo vamos a parar. Una adrenalina adictiva, abróchate que no le vamos a bajar. I just gotta speed it up, at 200 miles gone, doing everything we can, got it all but we're feeling blessed, we always gotta keep it up, ain't nobody stopping us, together till the end, so fast got you furious, corriendo en contra del reloj, sintiendo que nada está a nuestro favor. No le vamos a bajar, no le vamos a bajar, corriendo en contra del reloj, sintiendo que nada está a nuestro favor, unidos en misión.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Now here's a fine representative for the fullbacks union.
Mohamed Salah! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
That's gone for a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Adams is there to clear. Quality ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. Can he finish? Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's Salah. Odo. Great defending, strong and determined. Odo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Spread it left. And that is out of play. Beckham. It's a throw-in.
Yeah, and he read it before anyone could follow up.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, there's the clearance. No, he's had it taken off him. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Otto gets across to intercept that. Roberto Carlos, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. Neymar. Bellingham. Now Veron. Out to the left it goes. Oh, that's neat. Hernandez. And that's really well manoeuvred. Mbappe. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's fabulous. Mbappe. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now they can spring out of defence. He won't be happy with that one. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. And he has been fouled there. Otto. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, great chance! Referee has just said play on.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And that has put paid to that. Now it's Mohamed Salah.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Played over towards the opposite flank. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Hernandez. Vinicius Junior. Beckham. For Veron. Played out to the right. It's an early cross. Adams with the clearance. That's a pretty loose pass. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Messi. Bellingham. Now it's Messi. So nearly the perfect ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Messi. Neymar. Beckham. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, what has happened here? Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Beckham. It's Bellingham. Some resolute defending there. Mbappe. Rudiger clears.
There they go, hunting again.
Adams. He's picked his way through. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo! And for a moment, time stood still.
Match was 52,820.
Not the most accurate pass. Tries to get it clear.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And that has been cut short. Back into the middle. Looking tidy in possession here. And it's Veron. Tries a header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
And the shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's got away. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bellingham.
That's good defensive concentration.
Koundé. Some good work on the right flank here. Played back in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's not going to reach. Rudiger cuts it out. Gently done. Adams cuts out the pass.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And it's Beckham. Beckham! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly, not great precision.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's found support out wide. Roberto Carlos is there and he can get that clear. And they can counter here. Now that's well seen too.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Beckham. Coming on the field. Number 15.
And it's lofted through here.
Number 17.
Deftly away.
Eduardo Camavinga.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Guti gets over and intercepts. Now it's Stoichkov. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Al Nassr have got it back and they'll have another go. He's shifting through the gears here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
He can get that clear. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
Turn towards the screen for a
Your final thoughts, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Koundé. Koundé. No way through. That is ended up in no man's land. Alexander-Arnold. That's been cut out, well played. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Messi. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. It's an inviting looking ball, that. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Cleared without complication. Well, they've got it again. And the ball's come loose here. Oh, that's ambitious. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Baron.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's gone for a throw-in. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Out for a throw. Ah, good steal. He just read it. And it's Messi. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. That is good alertness. Some good work on the right flank here. The ball's gone astray. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's going right the way across. Vinicius Junior turns and goes back.
Beckham really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, no joy this time. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That's going to go a long way. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. That's well blocked and back out it comes. And it's Veron. Veron! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's had it nicked away. Threads one in. And the shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Aim forwards. And the half-time whistle goes. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And he's there to get it away. Vinicius Junior. Interesting ball. That is a great pick out. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pass somewhat off target. Bellingham. Barcelona upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! And with that goal comes comfort.
Well, look, that first touch and finish is the difference between good players and great players. There aren't too many about who can give you that. I loved it.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Now then, the ball's come loose. Delicate ball, and it needs... Vinicius Junior! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Law. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from the list previously mentioned, winner.
Settle for that. Law. David Villa. And it's David Villa! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Villa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner.
Yeah, it may not seem important, but it is. I think the first corner can always set the tone.
Hernandez is there, and he can get that clear. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Vinicius Junior, not the most accurate pass. Now it's Messi. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. And here's Messi. Pinches it off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Played back in. Law. Great hit! He's delivered all right! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
He's had a hit! They've scored! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable.
Oh, what has happened here? Can he finish? And more and more and more. And they're at it again in double quick time.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Abiati is there to clear. David Villa succumbs to the pressure. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Good spot, he's seen the run. Oh, and he's asking too much with that. It has been an extraordinary start to the game. The gap already 3. Alcantara.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Ronaldinho showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Vinicius Junior, he's found a way through. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Figo is onto it in a flash. Figo, he is through here. Terrific header. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Ronaldinho is in a really good position out wide. Oh, smashing header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Koundé gets over and intercepts. Bellingham.
Vinicius Junior really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Flings in across. And that is expertly dealt with. Messi.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Played through for the wide man. Vinicius Junior. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Figo. He's picked his way through. Shot at goal! It's there! Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Veron. And it's Beckham. Vieira. Beckham. And we hit half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Vieira. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well read, and the danger is averted. And Beckham! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Still alert as ever. That's so well played.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And that has put paid to that. Ruben Dias gets across to intercept that. Beckham. Now it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Beckham. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Climbs up big! And he's missed it.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Couldn't squeeze it through.
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And the shot! No mistake! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just...
Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's... Law! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's a mighty effort. It's in. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Another one. This must be his personal high.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Spread neatly. It's Ronaldinho! Figo! It's a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And now he has 2.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Beckham. Bellingham. Bellingham. Bellingham! Oh, denied at the last.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Great chance! It's in!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. And here's Stoichkov. And it's Veron. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, important interception. It is a corner.
Substitution on the field.
So, third corner of the game.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 18. Coming on the field.
Figo!
20.
And he steered it beyond the post.
Bernardo Silva.
Vieira. David Villa. Ruben Diaz spots it and intercepts. And it's Stoichkov. Stoichkov. Hernandez. Beckham making good progress on the right-hand side. David Villa. David Villa! In he goes again! He scores! And so clear that one side are so much better. The scoreline entirely justified.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
Number 5.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive.
Got a shot away! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot on sight policy. It's just not working.
Oh, what's he done? And the finish! He's put it wide.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Now it's Stoichkov. Koundé. Costa Curta. Alcantara. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Roberto Carlos. He's got away. Law. David Villa. Ronaldinho. Big chance! He has done it! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option. No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Now it's Stoichkov. Ronaldinho. That's a lovely, neat pass. Law. And he's managed to get free. That's good defending, very good defending.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Bernardo Silva. Mbappe. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Can he finish? And that's past the post. Saliba. And that's that. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And here's Owen.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looks to the other side. Pass somewhat off target. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Owen. Can he finish? Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Drogba, and he's certainly on. Drogba! They've scored! Not one, but two. It is a dream start.
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Chance for the header! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Darren Fletcher. Del Piero. Beckham. Vinicius Junior. Oh, a delicate chip through. And the ball is out of play. Well, that is one way to stop him. Veron. Bellingham. Goulet. Oh, they can break here. Nicely weighted ball. Darren Fletcher. Goulet.
Oh, great feat, that.
He is through here. Koundé is there to clear. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Hoisted in. Oh, that's been cut out. Well played. Opts for safety. And that has been slung wide. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Koundé. Drogba. So, what can they make of this? And he welcomes it in. Owen. Moved on forwards. Vinicius Junior. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Beckham. Goulet. Goulet. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That pass has been well intercepted. Van Bouten. Goulet. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Distributed tidily. Messi hurtling down that right flank. And it's Veron. And here's Beckham. Showing good feet. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ruben Diaz spots it and intercepts. And he's had it nicked away. That's played into space. Neuer punts it upfield. Messi. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he's there to retrieve it. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Beckham. Bellingham. Cristiano Ronaldo. And the first half is done. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Look, Peter, this isn't good. Their body language is not encouraging, and the manager must have a major verbal impact, or else.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 5. Viene sostituito con il numero 30. Messi.
That gets things going for the second half.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Messi. Darren Fletcher. And it's Del Piero.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Hernandez. It is a corner. Up for a header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Played out wide. He's got away. And Del Piero! That's a half-decent try.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Veron, 60 minutes played. Bellingham. Messi. Milan are looking to break at pace. And he's onside. Rudiger gets a foot in here. Rudiger, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Del Piero in acres of space out wide. Big chance! Oh, it's hit the post! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Serginho. Oh, this looks sharp. Drogba. That is good alertness. Koundé.
You have to expect that from everyone now. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Fiddles it through. And he's straight offside.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Messi. And it's Conte. Bellingham. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Bernardo Silva. And it's Beckham. Conte. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham. He's looking to set free a runner. An instinctive delivery. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Chooses to go back. He can run onto that. That is a great ball. Abiati claims it. Now it's Stoichkov. Hernandez. Oh, there's a probing ball. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Beckham. Messi. Drogba. Now it's Messi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Messi. Oh, what has happened here? Hernandez. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Del Piero. Bellingham puts his foot on the gas. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, played right into his path. Shot a goal! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further.
Milan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
And that's it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. So we're up and running. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That is very well defended.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And a shot! Rudiger with the clearance. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Serginho. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Olise. Cafu. He rises! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone. Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
The seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. Pinches it off him. Olise. Olise going full steam down the flank. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Beckenbauer. So it is still 0-0. Ah, it's a sweet ball, that. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Cristiano Ronaldo! They've scored! Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Costa Curta. And he's been shifted off it. And it's Messi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And the pass is intercepted. Vinicius Junior providing an outlet on that flank. Cafu. João Neves. That's a pretty loose pass. Bellingham. That's a nicely measured pass. Cafu. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He can run onto that. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Kane. Serginho. Gets a good foot in there. Koundé. And it's Messi. Veron. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Abiati. And Hernandez. He's shifting through the gears here. Beckham. João Neves. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's having a go! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Bellingham brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Time and again they are repelled.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Serginho. And it's lofted through here. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Messi. He's got away. Bellingham. And Koundé. Beckham, who's set up one goal so far. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Serginho. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
I think, on the whole, the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure. during the interval.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 17 será sustituido por
So off we go once more.
26.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
De Gea catches it safely. João Neves. Serginho. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. Lisandro Martinez gets a foot in here. Serginho. Cafu. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Pellegrini. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Veron. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He intercepts the throw. That's well read. And that's another throw.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 18. El dorsal 7.
In towards the middle. Climbs up big!
El dorsal 9.
And oh, he's got that completely wrong. And here's Vinicius Junior. Batistuta.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Out towards the flank. Heads it! Sticks it away! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Serginho. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Beckenbauer. Costa Curta. Martinez.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
That is ended up in no man's land. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Bellingham. And he welcomes it in. And he's onside. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, should have put that away.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Cambio de jugadores.
And we have our very first corner. Beckham plays it short. He is just caressing the ball. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And now they can spring out of defence. Costa Curta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, can he get onto this? Neatly clipped into space. Martinez.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Quality ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of move.
Messi! That's a decent clearance. Rafinha. And the counter is on.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that will be the final act. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Cristiano Ronaldo taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?